everybody, this is Chase Petiche back with another Witchy Bitch weekly message. So this week I wanted to talk about what is a witchy bitch, and I actually wanted to talk about what is a modern witch, because you've been hearing this word a lot coming around lately, and it's kind of getting reclaimed, and I am actually writing a book about it right now, and I have a lot of thoughts on it, so I wanted to share. So it's also the foundation of the program that I've created, my Witchy Bitch program, which is a 6-week program that's based in helping women reclaim their purpose and power by reclaiming their connection and their intuition, so they can remember who they are and what their truth is, and so they can be guided and led in life, versus trying to always kind of come at things with this rational context of which when you get the rational, it's all about what we should do, where we should be, and it's not actually what our soul is pulling us, our intuition, our connection is actually drawing us towards, right? So that's what my program is. So I wanted to talk about what a witch is, and I've thought a lot about this because when I was younger, I experimented with like paganism and, got some books and played around with all that kinds of stuff, like spells and all that stuff. And what I teach and what I actively reclaim this word as actually has nothing to do with modern day paganism. What I actually reclaim it as is a sacred healing power that has been bestowed upon all women and some men that were burned for being witches. And it is the divine feminine power that all women have been born with. And it's the more empathic, sensitive, and healing energy that you contain within yourself back in many eras. That was a real power. That was a real power that was given to these women and by spirit, and the ruling patriarchal monotheistic religion that was male dominated and demonized feminine energy turned this power into a dark, subverted this power into a dark energy, right? And so these women were burned. They were burned for being healers. They were burned for being seers, psychics, empathic, feeling. And so this energy, this sensitive energy that was held by these women and some men was literally demonified and seen as Satan, partly as satanic. And in order to be pure, we had to be within these very strict confines of what it meant to be healing under this one ruling God that was within a patriarchal male context. Most religion, any woman that I have met that was religious or has had a strong religious influence in their life generally has some issues definitely has issues with the word witch. Like anyone I talk to, if you're in any religion and you talk to anybody about the word witch, it really provokes them because it's so ingrained that it's this evil thing, when in fact it's actually healing power. It is actually love. It is the divine feminine. And what my work is to do on this planet at this point is to kind of really sift through this and unpack it and remember it for what it is. Because I think the word witch is kind of coming up, and the whole concept of being a witch is coming up because we're at a time where we're finally able to reclaim this word in history, since witches were deemed evil, which has been for many thousands of years. We're finally at a place in America where at least we can talk about, in the United States of America, where we can talk about this. But yeah, so I think that be a witch, a modern day witch, and how I reclaim this word, because what was happening for me as an evolving spiritual wise woman that I was born into this world as, and that I have spent my life doing deeper and deeper work on myself. I would take part in all these different kinds of medicine ceremonies. They were all led by men. And most of the time, these men really took advantage of this power that they had. I took part in all different kinds of, I took refuge as a Buddhist. I really dabbled in a lot of different things and really was searching to find my truth. But I never found anything that was led by feminine power, that had female leaders, that was connected to spirit. The only thing that I found ever was witchcraft, which was, like, in many places people felt was very evil. So, and I wasn't evil. I am an empathic, healing human being that literally and figuratively and symbolically and always wants healing for herself and this planet. Like, that is why I am here. So, as I've been going down this journey and I've realized that I haven't been able to find anything to fully connect with, I decided that it was time for me to write a book and to create a program to assist women and men in reconnecting with spirit on their own terms, because we have no room in this culture for a kind of ritual and connection and sacredness in order to that makes us remember our power and our connection as spirit incarnate on this planet. And so I started to reclaim this word as I really started getting deeper and deeper into my own spiritual power. I reclaimed this word, and I was like, when the people that I felt closest to in my life were psychic, spiritual, empathic women. And these were the women that I felt closest to and who I could commune with. And I realized, I was like, oh yeah, we're witches. That's what we are. We're doing witchy shit. We're burning stuff, and we're holding hands, and we're talking, we're seeing each other, and we're giving each other deep perspective with our intuition, which is the sacred healing power that witches have. So reclaiming this word has been a real revolutionary shift for me in my own life, because when you start to reclaim this energy that has been so subverted and demonified and seen as evil, and you flip it back to what it actually is, which is a loving, healing, feminine energy, you really actually begin to feel really empowered. And this is part of what my work on this planet is to reclaim this feminine power that has been so stuffed into the shadows. It's just been so underground. And it is time, if we want to heal this planet and each other and ourselves, that we begin to bring this feminine energy, this powerful, seeing, empathic, magical, connected energy that all of us carry, and bring it back out into the light and be able to reconnect with ourselves so we can begin to live a more authentic, empathic, sensitive life and reclaim and recalibrate the feminine energies of this planet. So that's what I believe a modern day witch is. I don't do anything. I don't cast spells. I don't mess with that at all. I don't actually do anything that is actually trying to manipulate, because that's what I always found with witches. And when I was like a teenager and I was like all hormonal and, I wanted certain things, I'd be like, I'm going to go get this spell book. I love that book, that movie, The Craft, like, where they were like creating, and they got the man of her dreams, but then it turned into all this stuff. And it's like, and he like ended up like, all these horrible things ended up happening. And, I was like, ooh, witchcraft power, but it was all this dark evil. And it's like, I realized spell casting is, it's trying to manipulate energies, external energies, for your own personal ego and gain, and nothing good ever, ever, ever comes out of that. That's egoic, and it is dark. That is dark. So I don't mess with any of that. Everything that I actually teach and align with is actually aligning with the harmonious universal flow to surrender to that, so that you begin to be able to open up to what Spirit actually wants to give you, instead of you from your own egoic, human, reactive self trying to manifest you're actually opening yourself to receive from a higher level and a higher dimension. So that's part of the work that I do. But yeah, that is what I believe a witchy bitch is. And I reclaim the word bitch as well because it's just the time. I mean, all my girlfriends are bitches, and you know, we've been called bitch long enough by men, and it's time for us to reclaim. So it's both those words are getting reclaimed, and they're getting flipped, and they are recalibrating the feminine energy and power of this planet. So that's right. All right, that's my weekly message. If you have any questions about my program, please email me, info@chaseboutique.com, or you can go to my website, chaseboutique.com, and I'd love to give you some info. I can do free consults, and lots of women are doing it, and it's changing their lives, it's changing mine, changing the planet. All right, love you all.